Hello everybody and welcome to the Dota 2 Champions League Season 3. We got our final game of the night. It's only 2 games. Very odd only casting this small amount. But last game of the night, Relax versus Meet Your Makers is coming up. Game 2. Game 1 was That's how I felt about it. I felt like Relax just took such good control of the game so early on and just snowballed so heavily from there. And MYM just could not seem to meet that same amount of movement, despite the fact that I felt they had equally strong early to mid-game oriented heroes. But we'll see whether or not they could do a better job in Game 2, as I welcome in my co-caster, Mr. Pitmuckle, once again.
Peace! Yeah, well, considering a better job this time around, MYM, they're banning out the bad Rudder, and even though they kind of held him down, they killed him like 3 times in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, you know, Crazy played a kind of good bad Rudder and, well, kind of ran away with the whole game. So many rotations. But I'm surprised there is no X-ban yet, because X certainly was a big factor in the last game.
Oh, he most certainly was, man. Maybe they're just going to make sure that they don't run another 1v1 scenario up against him, or else just also make sure that, you know, if they are going to be running a 1v1 scenario, maybe have it some sort of ranged hero who can actually do well up against an axe, and not a melee hero like Clockwork, who's going to be suffering quite a bit. So we'll have to see what Meet Your Maker's plan is, because I'm sure Relax, if they're given the opportunity, they will go for it. This is their chance here. I don't think MYM will let it through the second set of bans. So if they want Axe, they have to get it now, in which case they can't get an Enchantress or Shadow Demon or something like that. So I guess they're willing to let it go. Enchantress is going to be the hero of choice here for Relax, and why not, man? He just did so much work. Windex is moving around the map so early on. He did so well in that aggressive tri-lane scenario and put a lot of pressure on not only that lane, but he also rotated around the rest of the map and brought in a couple of kills for each laning. Yeah,
and he was making the first blood happen. I mean, given it were some kind of lucky-ish spawns, but still, he was going for it. And yeah, there we have it. X is banned out. No shenanigans this time around. No Shashlow eggs. He has to play some I want to go and be a whole team on myself hero. So, yeah, kind of okay for MYM. Although I'm not sure, like Treant as well as Rubik, this reminds me so much of AG. Like, this is so stable. But can you really make stuff happen early on? Treant, he's really good with a lead seed level 1, but right after you kind of fall off in a hole until you have your ultimate. So I'm not sure if this is going to be some sort of aggro or passive try, but I guess it all comes down to the picks. Because, well, Relax, hell, they can go aggro try with an Enchantress, so what do I know? It's just so crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Anything's open to them. But going up against a Treant Protector, of course, like I wasn't so sure about going up against the Shadow Demon Mirana combo, but that seemed to work out fine for them. So a Treant Protector, it probably not going to be that big of an issue. So we'll see whether or not they want to try and make it work. Dragonite is now going to be grabbed by Meet Your Makers. So looks like they're going to be going a little bit tank style here with Treant Protector already picked up. Now the Dragonite go in for maybe some sort of who's another big tanky offlaner that's left? Clockwork's decent. Clockwork is still on the board.
Also right. Timbersaw, Bristleback. I mean, not kind of in the meta right now.
Bristleback, I haven't seen that offlane for a while.
He's got a new set. Someone has to pick him. Right?
And hey man, I'm all good with the Bristleback. I actually think he's rather underrated right now. But Clockwork, sure enough, that's going to be the hero of choice for Meet Your Makers. Now they have to decide whether they want to go full tank and make their carry something big and tanky, or whether or not they want to try and pick up maybe some sort of glass cannon that sticks in the back and utilizes the Treant Protector, all the control offered by Tree and Clockwork. Those heroes are very, very good at being able to zone out. And right now, Relax, while they do have a small amount of mobility with the Mirana, they don't have anything crazy just yet, like a Storm Spirit, who's really just able to hop past enemy lines in order to get the squishier heroes in the back. So Meet Your Makers may be able to get away with something like anyway from a Luna to Gyrocopter. Hell, even let's see if it's something like a Drow Ranger, man. Let's get funky.
I actually agree. Like, you have so much stuff. You have a Treant, you have a Rubik, you have just so much which can just stop any sort of initiation from Relax. And they do have a Moonlight Shadows, but that's all. There is no initiation to speak of at all on the side of Relax. There's no Sand King, there is no long range Fissure. There is not even a tiny toss or something along those lines. So Meet Your Makers, they're having the big advantage considering how well they actually can execute team fights. And if there's a clockwork jumping in and everyone else is following up, you're going to get people down very fast. And also, well, Templar Assassin, so she's going to be very poised to take down the mid lane matchup for herself. And maybe see some sort of 2-2-1 shenanigans once again. But so far, I mean, you can just do whatever. Maybe you go for something like a Weaver and line him in your safe lane as MYM, so you can actually 2-1 this up. But I'm not sure. You might as well go for some glass cannon.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned now with the whole glass cannon style with the Templar Assassin. Like, what if he does well in this lane? What if he gets up a Blink Dagger? You know, that we've all seen it before where a Templar Assassin blinks in, melts, and just blows up one of those squishier heroes. Like heroes like Luna and Gyrocopter, those kind of heroes that go for fast BKBs are really susceptible to that high amount of physical damage. So leaning a little bit less against that whole glass cannon scenario, but we'll see whether or not MYM, whether or not they're going to try and make it work. We can see the Troll banned out by Relax. Interesting ban. Troll is just completely off my radar so far. I've only seen him once or twice in this recent patch, and hasn't been too impressive for me. Meat Makers, they're going to ban away the puck. Not a big surprise there. There still needs to be some sort of offlaner for Relax, and a good control-heavy hero like Puck would certainly add in a lot for Relax's lineup.
I really have no idea about the Troll. His cast point nerf got revoked, but still, his ultimate isn't as strong as it once was. So I have no idea actually what is happening here. Maybe they just fear those tanky sort of BKB carriers? I don't know. Well, we're going to find out very soon here. 50 more seconds up on the bonus time, so they actually got quite some time to think about the draft, but
I think they have enough initiation and push if they want to go for something really mid-game oriented. They can afford to. I don't think you can go late up against the TA and the Mirana as well as the Enchantress. If you pick up a significant late-game oriented carry, I'm pretty sure you can go late and take that. But at the same time, you're risking Relax. They haven't picked up their last hero yet, so they could get something that scales. And then you may be dealing with something like a quad-core lineup where TA, Mirana, their question mark 5th hero, as well as the Enchantress will all be decent going into late game. Or you just tank up, go for mid-game. They've got the initiation. They've got the pushing power. I think that's probably your best option, is really push up against a Templar Assassin. And sure enough, a Doom pickup. That's exactly what MYM are going to try and exploit here. They're going to use the fact that Doom going up a TA or a Mirana is going to be able to take one of those heroes out. Then you've got just a lot of tank to deal with. That Relax won't be able to burst down one hero real quickly. And that's going to be a significant issue.
So the question is, and that's a Huskar. Oh, wow. I didn't see him.
Wow.
I think. Oh, I actually saw him once from Fnatic. And he wrecked faces. I think it was also in DTCL. I'm not sure. But yeah, Shashlo, offlane Huskar. Wow. I didn't expect this at all. It's going to be absolutely freaking amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be fun because this Huskar is going to be pretty effective against a lot of these tanky heroes. He's also going to be able to deal with some of the magic damage coming out, but at the same time, I'm not as confident. Like other Huskar picks, the other 2 or 3 times that I've seen him in this patch, I've been like, yes, Huskar is perfect here. We've got a lot of magic damage. They won't be able to kill him. It's going to be great. It's going to be perfect. They're going to wreck face with them, and sure enough, that's exactly what happens. This time around, I'm kind of like, I could go without. Like, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage with his ultimate against some of the tanks, but at the same time, they don't have a whole ton of magic damage. You have Doom up on the Doom. You know,
what happens? Dude, what happens with the passive?
It gets taken out.
Doom. Whoa!
Yeah. I am
So
like
dead.
99% sure that he no longer has that sort of it's taken out. I can actually double check here. I'm sure it's somewhere on the internet.
Oh, it should be somewhere on the internet. Empirical studies suggest that 99% of things are actually somewhere on the internet. Which is totally...
Even if it's that secret part of the internet that no one wants to go to.
It's actually kind of easy to go there, you know. Hidden web.
You would, pimp muckle. Yeah.
Dude, hidden web is like so overrated.
Human slavery. That's exactly what pimp's into. That's where he gets his name
Dude,
from.
what the... No! You have no idea how many people think I'm like hostile towards women or something.
All
and then
right.
I always link my
We'll clear that up right now in this cast. Pimp Muckle, his name is not actually meant to be pimp, as in, you know,
the guy having the girls. It's about Pumuckl, the German movie thingy, the kobold. It's so amazing. Going invis, trolling people. It's wonderful. You guys should check it out.
Sure, Pimp Muckle. Sure.
You know, Cap, I could also just tell you how much of a rare you own, like, but it's all right. You know, I'm a nice guy.
How much of a what? What?
You owe me a rare. I could remind you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, totally
I don't
have this.
I don't know you anything. I agree.
Don't make me check out VODs. I dare you.
I will get you a rare. Somebody tweet at me. I can't seem to find it. Whether or not Doom disables Huskar's passive. I am like 90% sure. Of course, that's dropped down from 99%. But
do I have?
What? Pimp? Yes.
Mr. Sherlock Pimp is on our hand. Let's try this out. Because I think it's disabled. Doom will disable this passive. Wow, Cap, what the?
Huh?
How did you not find this?
How did I not find? Oh yeah, I see it now. Yep, it's there.
It's on the
it will
wiki,
disable it. Hey, whatever, man. Hey, listen, I was right. That's all that matters.
All right.
Just because I couldn't find it right away, I'm still right. All right.
And I found it in 2 seconds.
So 99% sure is now 100%.
So
yeah, I mean, like, if he gets the opportunity to be able to dunk on one of these big tanks and will do a significant amount of damage, hey, that's great. But they're also tanky enough they should be able to get off their abilities before they get burned to death, as well as he's dealing with the Doom, as well as I don't feel there's an amazing amount of magic damage here coming out from this team from MYM. I feel they're generally lacking in damage in general, but they should have enough physical damage, especially with the Dragonite, or if Doom gets a decent amount of farm, picks up an early Wolf Commander, right, gets off that critical. I think they certainly have enough to be able to finish off a Huskar once Heat Life breaks in. So, you know, I'm kind of questioning it here. I think it's all right, but I don't think it's like, oh, yes, it's amazing.
I'm not feeling it. Maybe I'm just painting the, you know, I don't know what the saying is, you know, my perfect English is completely going to waste, but seriously, I just don't feel it. Huskar, if you can somehow disable him when he's getting low, he's not only going to be completely useless, and you have a tree and protector with this sort of stuff, you have a Doom, and you have your Rubik. So not only doesn't he hit hard, he's also not tanky at all if you Doom him. And that's the real big deal here. I mean, I would get it, like, if he doesn't get the bonus resistance, alright, I mean, he still hits so fast, right? And you build some crazy items, I don't know, maybe a Maelstrom or some other proc-based item, and just don't care about it, and just have the Suicide Bomber just YOLOing in. But this is, no. There is no passive. It just doesn't happen. And you have the disarm from the tree, and you have the stun on the Dragon Knight. You have even the Clockwork Hookshot, as well as his cogs, and a mini stun up on the Battery Assault. You have a Telekinesis. You have 4 heroes, which are excellent, and then you have the Doom. I don't know. No. No. If I would have bet rares on this game, like right now, you ask me, no way. Sorry, relax. This is too much YOLO. Although I want to see, like, Huskar's cool, but not with a Doom.
Apparently the teams are talking about vodka right now. We're still waiting on the last member of Relax to come back to us.
Vodka's bad. Alright, I mean, Dread, you know, if I would trust anyone on talking about vodka, it would be the CIS guys. I'm pretty sure they know this shit.
Probably, but Link doesn't seem to care. Cheap vodka. Don't matter.
Dude, he
gets the job done. Oh, what the fuck? What is Clockwork doing? What? Look at... I can't... There he is. Look at Clockwork!
I have no idea what you're telling me.
Look at Clockwork right now. This is amazing. The smile on his face as he drops into combat. Oh my god.
Oh,
that's being print screened.
Get it.
He's so happy. Whoop, too far.
Okay, so apparently you think he's happy.
I see a smile on his face.
Okay, let's ask Twitter.
Dragonite's also pretty impressed.
Let's do this. Well, Dragonite, I can get down with this guy. Like, look at him. He's just dropping down there. Yeah, let's do this. You know. No.
Raising his sword to the sky.
Yeah, he's actually looking amazing.
He's a badass. But what is this Doom set, by the way?
That's the new one on the chest. It's crazy. Those wings, man. Look at those wings. He's badass.
Yeah, we got to get a different view here. It's focusing on his belt, and I want to look into his face. Whoa. This camera zooms in too quickly.
Yeah, right? There is like no middle ground.
There we go. Yeah. You can see the evil behind the mask.
Damn.
Not sure if I like the set, though. The wings are cool. The wings are awesome. It's a little too much for me.
But the new sets are really nice, I want to say. Like, way better than what we're used to.
Even though these screaming faces as shoulder pads are pretty legit. I'll admit to that. It's really just the swirly. There's too much here. There's too much. The horns, the screaming faces, the sword, the wings. Good.
I think what is it?
Too much
the centaur set? It is like too white. He doesn't look like a gladiator.
Yeah, that centaur set. Actually, I mean, they all look kind of nice, but I won't be buying any of the new chests.
Damn. Apparently, and this is why I was so surprised. He does look completely different on your client, the Clockwork. Because I was making a tweet with an in-game screenshot, and everyone's like, "Dude, like on Cap's PC, he's looking way more happy than you are." So apparently, you have the more happy Clockwork.
Sweet.
Crazy.
Dude, he's just happy to be on my screen, is all. And what
Harot.
What is with his kneecap, by the way?
Vidring Wars. Dawaj, kamarada.
Mercy, Pimp Uncle. English stream. English! Never mind. I won't
English, mother. Do you speak it? No, I absolutely do not. I mean, ask chat about this sort of stuff.
What is with Clockwork's leg?
Dude, you gotta do this on your stream, and I have to... Wait a second.
I can't quite get the perfect... Maybe this will be a little bit better. No. Oh, no! Oh.
Chat hates you now. Shut up, Cap, and I quote, the set looks sicky.
Well, it ain't for
apparently.
Me. Okay, no, his leg is still there. He just has... it looked like that thing was, like, cutting into his kneecap. It does kind of look like that from the front. You can see his leg cuts inwards. But then you look at the backside and you're like, no, there's still a leg there.
Oh, my screen froze. That's why I didn't see anything. I was like waiting for you to zoom in and stuff. Damn. But yeah, there we go. 240p, here we go. Let's do this. Oh, this is...
I zoomed away.
What the hell?
Alright, let's take a look at the other team. Do you guys have anything? Templar Assassin's got a cool set.
Yeah, it looks great. You know?
Oh, Huskar's in the back. Huskar, what are you looking at? Huskar. You dirty man, you. Look at him.
You know what's funny?
He's checking out that ass.
Whoa. Wait a second. Huskar, that's my man.
Huskar's over there. Dead ass, though.
But that's straight stare, dude. This is not even checking out. This is...
That is like inspecting, like he is bent over to get on eye level with the ass just to be able to check it out.
Dude, this is a professional ass raider. He knows. Oh wait, raid, like raid. All right, guys, I said raid. Thanks.
Don't worry, I got you. We'll get it. We'll get it from Huskar's. Oh, that's why I could see now, Huskar, why he's got both the ladies in front of him.
Yeah, dude, he knows. But I don't know, like, Mirana's riding on a mount, so you might as well not have the best view there.
Now I don't know what screenshot I want to take. I almost want this one of, like, Huskar's position.
Oh, look! Link is talking about math. He knows if you derive win, there is something coming out. I'm not sure. But, you know, D to DX, you know, math? No?
Right. No, there's a reason I'm a caster right now. All right.
Whoa, you need to make so much math, dude.
I did. Yeah, small math.
Think about morphling.
It's small math. It's small math.
Actually, there was a point when you needed twofold. Okay, so what is it? You need two-dimensional, not algebra, but analysis for the problem if Ricky hits a bristleback. Is it better to hit on front or the back? And there you have two options, like two inputs, like the white damage and then the agility of the Ricky. And considering both of these, there is like a two-dimensional function which gives you an exact amount of break points where you hit him in the front or in the back. You know, there's your math.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy looking at Huskar. Looking at Huskar while he's looking at that.
Yeah, totally Huskar and not Dota ass.
Well,
dude, I'm watching.
I mean, I'll admit, I was
exactly
looking at
what
that
you mean.
ass earlier from Huskar's view.
Yeah.
It always weirds me out that Shadow Demon is actually bald for whatever reason. When his like his ghostly essence from his face goes away, all that mist that's surrounding his head, and it's just like he's just bald. He looks like the Red Skull, is what he looks like. I'm just like,
dude, his tail is so legit. I don't know. Like Shadow Demon is, he's got so much swag.
Never noticed his tail before, actually.
Well, wiggling around, you know.
All right, let's talk about the lanes. Now that we finally got this pause over with. So it looks like what we're going to be seeing is Unicorn is going into the off lane right now, and he doesn't have any wards, so apparently he's here to stay. We're just going to be having Doom babysat by the Rubik, and they're going to be dealing with the dual lane coming out from Relax. They're going to be running the Mirana Shadow Demon up against them. So I'm not, I'm kind of feeling that maybe Treant Protector is required in this bottom lane. Doom Rubik is not a very strong laning presence.
30 seconds.
And Shadow Demon and Mirana, I think, should be able to wreck that lane. But at the same time, if they can shut down the Huskar, it'll be well worth it as they're trying to give Huskar that solo lane. And the Huskar certainly is a hero. Like, once he starts the snowball, it just rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls.
Until you get doomed, Dragon Tail, Telekinesis up, Clockwork Hookshot in your face, and Overgrowth. Right. That's, you know. No, seriously.
Get a BKB for most of those. And then if you take the Doom, that just means Templar Assassin or Mirana isn't, you know? I think they've got a good spread of damage, where like Doom won't be able to counter out one hero specifically, you know?
Actually, yeah, I actually agree.
Like there isn't like some hard carry that's like, boom, now all your damage is gone. Because if you take out the Huskar, then you still have to deal with the Mirana and the Templar Assassin. Hell, even the Enchantress is going to be outputting a decent amount. Dread's going to be picking up Invis Rune and having a little time to explore. And if he catches out Crit in that sort of situation there, I think he could disrupt and possibly go for the kill because he'd be body blocked up. But instead, he's just going to block out some camps. And Crit is actually going to be going for this pull. He's going to do the Telekinesis throwdown and pull.
And Dread is going to body block him.
And Dread's going to sit on him. And Crit's like, What's happening to me right now? Top lane. Shotzel, I can't watch that anymore. Shotzel's in some trouble, gonna get cogged up, and now he's getting some serious trouble. He should just get beaten down, and that means your first blood. And Dread, finally he is revealed and thrown down into the neutrals by Crit.
That was so good. Like, Dread...
Did you just sit there and body block him the whole entire time?
Yeah, he was having good fun.
And was Crit trying to get out, or did he not even notice?
No, he didn't go for the pull. Like for the lift. I think he knew there was something crazy happening. Well, now we got disruption, but is there not damage right now? Oh, he's trying to go for this sort of block.
He almost had the body block too. Living Armor's going to be able to help him out quite a bit here, and he does have another telekinesis. I think that was a fight that Crit maybe could have won. But either way, I don't think either support's going to kill. Like, those are some of the most passive supports in a way. Windex now caught out. Ace is able to grab the Enchantress here, and another kill going his way. Ace picking up 2 early kills thanks to the early rotation from the Treant Protector. And may just be able to catch out Dread here. He's going to see him. He's going to get disrupted, but can he stay in range for a Leech Seed? Dread's awfully slow, and he does have boots. That's going to be a 3rd kill for MYM. There's nothing Dread can do to stop this.
Damage. Look at this.
Biceps, man. It's all about the biceps.
Yeah, like, seriously, the craziest thing about Unicorn, he didn't even need his Leech Seed.
Yeah, he was just like, you know what? Like, I would have used it because 2-minute rune and such, like, you never know what's going to happen. But he was like, nah, I don't even need to use my mana. Let's just go ahead and beat that asshole down.
Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, and Ace, I mean, he's having a great time. He still can't really stay in the lane, but if you pick up 2 kills, that's already very much so worth it. And now even just going for the neutrals here, getting a lot of CS this way around. And, well, dare I say it, Shashlo can't find too much early on, but can he... I mean, can you come back as a Huskar? I didn't see too much of him. What do you think?
I think that, again, like, they have such a spread of damage that Huskar, like, I think they should have him be really aggressive. Once he gets to a certain point, just be super aggressive with leaping down, killing heroes, even trading yourself, and free up room for, like, the Mirana to farm up a little bit. Because you're doing this dual lane scenario right now, but I think you do need to give Mirana a little bit more solo experience. Unless they get a ton of kills here, but they're dealing with now with the Terrain Protector in lane, that's too much healing power. Like Scorched Earth and Leech Seed, there's no way you're getting a kill. You add in Living Armor as well. Even if you do hit like a 5-second arrow maxed out with Soul Catcher damage on top of it, there's just no way you can get that Doom close to death.
Also, Speed Aura was picked up by Link. So, I don't know, like, our Biceps Warrior, he's a fast Biceps Unicorn, like, so speedy Gonzalez. And, well, so far, Shashlo, he actually got a lot of CS going his way, 18 CS, and now Ace is coming in. Man, can we see the power here of the Huskar? Oh, that's
God.
a big man fight.
It's going to be close. He will be able to get him, but he looks like, oh God, Living Armor. He's got so many stacks of Burning Spears, he's still going to fall. Living Armor could not protect him there.
What a man fight. That was manly as hell, dude. But
that was manly. And Ace came away with it with level 6. He doesn't even have to go back to his lane if he wants to. He can immediately, after that, teleport to a lane and go for a gank. That is perfect for him.
Just doesn't want to go bottom. I mean, Mirana's way too elusive. And now, well, here we go. Disruption to boot. And Link, man, look at this speedy guy. He's got 435 movement speed.
And they're still going to be able to catch him. Crit is going to wait for them to get off of this side of the cliff and then throw him over or not. All right, and they're still going to be able to get the kill now that Rise is here with the extra Dragon Tail stun. And MYM looking rough in game 1, but game 2 is just, this is a whole new game, man. They are just bringing it to Relax, taking in a whole bunch of early kills. Ace is really trying to go in for Tame My Wild here, but that's a little too deep to dive a Templar Assassin.
Arrow up onto Unicorn. I don't think he's going to die, though.
No, Living, maybe, he doesn't get off the Leech Seed. If he could survive through that amount of burst, Leech Seed, I think, would have been able to heal him up enough. Follow up with the Living Armor. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was on cooldown, so.
Well, here we go. Second kill in the game for the side of Relax, and maybe they're going to just mount a comeback. On top of some very good CS for both of their solo laners. Like, top lane is doing good. Yeah, Huskar died, but he got a kill. He didn't get the experience for it, but now he's level 6 as well. Not going to be going for his life break. Alright, so favoring those passives. What do you think about this one here?
So I would say when you're 1v1 versus Clockwork, that's fine. Like, more laning presence comes out from your Burning Spears, Berserker's Blood, because if you jump on the Clockwork, you put yourself on even ground. And then you're right next to the Battery Assault Cogs. Like, Ace welcomes that jump.
Oh, everyone's fine. Never mind. Alright. I thought that would be a bit more killing.
Ace is going to be able to find a Hellbear.
But now he's Oom.
Yeah, it stopped the rotation there from Ace, but he will be sitting on the top rune, but it turns out to be bottom, where Biceps Warrior is going to grab that one, and now we have a tree hitting for almost 200 damage a hit.
Damn. This is like the best rune on a tree end. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, crit. Getting taken low here by this Mirana, and the thing Relax have going for them is a lot of CS as well as a lot of levels up on the Mirana. Even though it was some sort of trial lane, considering there's an Enchantress, it's always going to give you a lot of levels. And yeah, we see this already. Level 6 Moonlight Shadow is ready to boot. And I like that Yoku actually picked this up. Sometimes we see players not going to be heading down for the Moonlight Shadows, but since there is so much action all around the map, it is worth it. Oh, Link.
Oh, Biceps, he does have that double damage rune. But it's going to run out now with Windex coming in. The smoke, they might be able to grab one of these heroes. Crit is kind of low here, but they're going to try and go for it. Oh, Unicorn barely able to dodge that one. Still slowing him down. Disruption is not going to be in time, though. They are already back to their tier 2. And now they're going to get caught as Ace has made that rotation. He does have a Dust. He's going to be able to catch out at least 2 of these heroes easily. So Ace, great rotation by him. I was going to comment on the fact that I loved he grabbed a very, very early Dust. It was for the gank on the Templar Assassin, but it pays out here due to the Moonlight Shadow. So Relax make it a big overextension there.
Yeah, at the same time though, Shashlo getting up his Morbid Mask, and that's the change coming into play here. Morbid Mask can now stack with all those Burning Spears, and he's going to hit very hard, very fast if he picks up another item. And I'm not sure if he goes Helm of the Dominator here or just a casual Morbid Mask, but now he can just farm his heart out. And I have no idea what the Huskar of this current meta are going to be going for, but it's going to be very interesting. In the mid lane though, that's where the action is brewing. Ace got a hookshot and maybe looks to initiate up here onto Crazy. I think he should go.
Yeah, it doesn't go for it just yet. They do have a counter ward. Crit has 2 of them. So if they do catch out Tame on Wild here, Meld won't be able to save him. There goes the stun. Good disruption though, goes out. And MYM wisely back out. I think they knew exactly what was going to be happening there. Yoki is going to be grabbing a haste rune and making his way into this middle lane, and they don't have any presence. They have no idea what's about to happen to them. Crit, gonna run into him. Starstorm goes down. As long as he gets enough right clicks here, will be able to pick it up. Crit actually gets off the telekinesis. No arrow was thrown down from Yoki. He had the opportunity to be able to get in that extra bit of burst damage, but decides to get greedy and hold on to his mana, and the result is Rubik walks away from that haste rune intact.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but it's a level 1 arrow, so you're gonna get 90 damage as well as a bit from the traveling distance, not too much at all. And now, well, mid lane, Ryze taking a crap ton of damage as well as a minus armor coming here into play, but yeah, he's just a bit too tanky. But is there going to be an arrow up onto Yokyu here? He's got all the mana in the world. Now we go, it's an arrow, it's a good one, hits up onto Ryze, and this should be an easy kill. Deep rotation's coming in, and the Treant, he's going to keep him alive. This could be a big turnaround here. Ryze is still alive, and here goes the hookshot. Tamer, while Crazy getting caught out here, doesn't have any sort of mana, and here comes Shashlo, wanna eat people alive, but can he? He's going to be so tanky, but can they really bring him down? A few more right clicks? No! Look at this guy just eating people, oh my god!
He's too big, man, 19 health. Good God, that's why you get Huskar early farm like that. He is able to just do insane things because of the fact he's able to get that lifesteal so early on. So that heavy amount of damage that he was doing from Berserker's Blood mixed in with the Helmet Dominator, and I do think you need Helmet Dominator up on Huskar. This is the one of the few times that you actually talk about Helmet Dominator stats, which all the way going back into Dota 1, Helmet Dominator has always had amazing stats. 20 damage, 5 armor, 15% lifesteal. That is really, really good. It's amazing stat item. It's just always thought of like, oh, you get to stack. Like, oh, you get to stack. That's great for you. I think like the only other time that anybody really talks about that is like Eternal Envy, when he goes for Helmet Dominator and he grabs like a Wolf Commander and brings it with him. He doesn't actually use it to stack at all. He uses it for the stats, plus the fact he also gets an additional command aura by having a wolf with him at all times.
Yeah, this is actually something, I mean, those teams which are tier 1 really love to do. They've got so much potential on the micro. Mechanical skills are completely through the roof, and especially Cloud9. Those guys are trying so hard each and every game, and I love this. And yeah, you mentioned it. They really are those playmakers. Well, I want to say even all around jungle creeps and... Oh, wait a second, Yokyu? Is he gonna be fishing for the hook here? He is cornered by 3 people. If he goes, he's dead.
He knows. He's seen them, and that's why he's holding on to his invis, but he feels like it's running out soon. He needs to go. But I'm not sure if he saw the counter ward being laid down earlier. Because I think he did, because otherwise I believe he would have chased down the Rubik a little bit. Rubik did isolate himself by throwing down this ward over here. And maybe could have caught him out in the river if only it wasn't for the counter
bottom tower is under attack.
Doesn't go for it. Tier 1 tower at this bottom lane is being beaten down. Shachlo is in a position to try and defend. He's got 2k gold. And I'm interested to see what his build is going to be from here. And whether or not he tries out a BKB. Despite the fact there is Doom up coming out from MYM, BKB would still be a strong item, I feel, due to the disables of Dragonite. You got a little bit of magic damage there, but for me, it's also the overgrowth, right? Like, you just kind of want, like, Huskar to be completely uncontested. No disables. Disables wreck a Huskar. But we'll see what he wants to go for.
Yeah, who's, by the way, just gonna be finishing up his armlet very soon, and then it's gonna be scary. Yeah. Because this guy, I mean, he doesn't need damage. He's got all the attack speed and his burning spears, and with an armlet, he just gets so much of everything there is, and he's gonna be very tanky. Considering this lifesteal, 15% is gonna be really good for him. Yeah. And yeah, you mentioned this, like so much stats. Damn, this is such a good item.
Yeah, armlet is definitely the one of the core items for Huskar. Helmet Dom, armlet. Question is, what does he build after that? Tamar Wild, he's got a Hand of Midas right now, plus a Ring of Aquila. He's doing all right in net worth, sitting at 4,600, which is 3rd on the board. But I'm also interested to see how he goes for his build. Like, these builds determine what kind of playstyle is going to be coming out from Relax. Whether Tame My Wild wants to go for a, like, hard carry sort of build and goes into, like, a BKB Desolator into a Daedalus, or maybe he picks up the more aggressive build and goes for a Blink Dagger. He has many options available to him. But I feel like the carry build is probably more likely.
Absolutely, I agree. And, well, speaking of carry, Yokyu, he is the carry for his team. Is he going to be fighting Crit just casually walking next to each other? High five. And Crit is going to be fine for the time being. Now he goes to the drums. There is no one dying just yet, and there is no Doom used. And, well, everyone's just going to run away here. Oh, maybe not.
They're going to get caught out. No Doom being used just yet. Link is really holding on to this one. Maybe waiting for the Huskar. They get a good Flame Breath there, but the heroes stay alive. Tame My Wild is going to get picked off as the Doom was used on him. Ace cops an arrow, but he keeps on going. He's going to find out Yoki and pin him inside of those cogs at the same time. Huskar came in through the side, gets Overgrowth, and could do nothing at that point in time. And MYM just 5-man into all of Relax. And I can't believe this, but Relax actually tried to fight them in some ways. They should have just given up on that Mirana. Instead, they end up losing 3 extra heroes for no reason at all. They didn't get a single kill out of that.
Yeah, and Overgrowth is pretty good.
Yeah.
Unicorn, he found his levels.
It's amazing versus the Huskar.
Also, I'm not sure about the Midas up on the TA. I mean, I get that you want the levels. Completely fine with me, but still, if you finish up a Midas, just don't fight for a bit. You need some sort of, I don't know, phase boots or even treads, something.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, man. That was another greedy idea from them to go for Midas like that and still try and force the fight. Like, they just cannot go for it. They should be angling more for mid to late game, where MYM, like, soon they're going to be pushing towers. They're going to jump in on Link here, but unfortunately Unicorn, he doesn't have enough. Now has the Leech Seed, but they don't have enough to be able to turn this. And Link, he also has the heal, so if as soon as he gets himself out of range, he will be able to heal himself up.
This heal is so new meta.
It really is. This is
so good, though. You get 15 heal for 5 mana at a 0.5 cooldown. This is actually really strong.
Yeah, you also get, it doesn't show it, but you also get the mana.
The aura, right?
Yep. So
it is 2 mana, holy shit, that's damn, that's actually really good. I love this.
It's pretty insane. And you notice he's actually going for a level death build here. So this is interesting, only 2 levels of Devour, a little bit more Living Death. As soon as he hits level 12, he's kind of like maxed out. He hits this peak with his magic damage, where he's got level 2 Doom that has recently been upgraded, so that's a big increase in damage. And then on top of that, the maxed out level Death, which has a good chance of being able to get that extra proc on some of these heroes.
They might have to fight, though, because this tier 1, oh no, that's an arrow onto Crit, that's big.
Yeah, he may go down here. Relax can't seem to commit. All of MYM, they're on their way. Shot slow, he's going to go down. Doomed up, and you could see that magic damage now going to work as soon as the Doom is taken. Just 1 Breathe Fire is all it takes now. Relax are going to try and turn this, trying to blow up Unicorn real quickly. Need an extra hit, but Windex, he gets stunned up. Arrow's going to land on him, but it doesn't seem to matter as Ace now locking up Yoki, and Yoki has nowhere to run to. He does not have a leap. He's going to fall. Dread tries to help out his ally, but this feels like an exact opposite of what happened in Game 1, where Relax started a snowball, and MYM just obliged them every step of the way. And I suppose that's what happens when you get 2 really aggressive, really aggressive teams that pick aggressive lineups, that it's just whoever snowballs first. These teams aren't really adjusting to the fact that they are behind right now. Relax, they shouldn't be trying to fight to come back into this game. That's not really, like, MYM have a lineup that can fight you, and when they have golden experience advantage, they're going to win those fights. Instead, they should be trying to outmaneuver MYM. Maybe go for a smoke gank here and there, do some split pushing, angle for a little bit later into the game where hopefully you can even out that golden experience lead with some farm.
Man, and there is treads, so Tame My Wild going for the treads build, that's really needed here. He needs a bit of sustain here. All those reflection charges, oh, what an arrow from downtown, but do they have to follow up? Ace? Oh no, 2 seconds on the hookshot.
Yeah, hookshot was not up. Maybe the send back. Now the hookshot is range, but he chooses not to go for it. Honestly, I think that's probably a great idea, seeing as he would be separated from his allies, and I don't think he would even have enough damage due to refraction. They're going to go and try and take Roshan here, and that is some way to get yourself back into the game. That's smart decision making. They've got the minus armor from Meld, So that is going to be a big advantage for them. They're obviously going to be losing a little bit in map control due to this, but it's well worth the trade, I feel. Tier 1 tower is going to go down eventually. MYM already have the lead. But if you can get an Aegis and actually get maybe a successful team fight, that will turn the game for you.
Yeah, actually, I honestly agree. And now a Link is going to be found. He has a Doom, but there is an Aegis. Okay, so this is kind of waste here. That really was not what they wanted.
Here comes the Doom. Oh, God. Shotchlo just thought that maybe he could bait out a Doom is what he was hoping. I had no idea why he thought he could make that work. But Link was just like, whatever, man. I've got a Heaven's Halberd already. Like, you can't possibly do enough damage to kill me. I'll disarm you. And on top of that, I'm hitting decently hard here. Like, he's hitting for 177 damage. That's, you know, pretty good before the 20-minute mark. So.
Yeah. You know, also, I really enjoy seeing those sort of builds here from Link. Phase jumps, massive amount of movement speed, and, well, now he kind of really needs it because he's getting purged up. And where's the arrow? There it is, getting thrown out by Yoku, but these are good defensive cogs. That's a really nice play here coming out from Ace. And can they turn around? Maybe they can. Well, Crazy's coming in, but there it goes. Disruption, and this is... Wow, that's so much damage. And Ace, can he blink away? Well, TP away. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, he's good. Just, with the innate amount of tankiness he has as a hero, plus the huge amount of farm he's gotten for an offlane hero. Like, right now he's sitting right in the middle of the pack, which is a little bit better than I would expect most Clockworks to do. In fact, I actually expected him to have even more net worth than that, seeing as he has 8 kills right now. But he's got a phase boots, he's got an early blade mail, and I do love this blade mail pickup. Not going to be all that effective versus the Huskar, obviously, but still going to be pretty decent against some of these other support heroes, and especially the Mirana is one of the squishier, more magic damage burst-oriented heroes.
Well, Crazy has to be very careful here. He's got a DD though, so he can actually turn this around if there's any sort of rotations coming in. No, that's Rise. That's not your team, Crazy. Gets dusted up, and well, they sure do have the damage to bring him down. That's another important kill going the way of MYM here. 18 for 6 on the board, and there's a Midas on cooldown. No, actually, it's off cool, and even worse for Crazy. That's really unfortunate. And Yokyu, also, he's trying to finish up the drums, but it just isn't coming out yet. And the only one having really a good start here and great farm is Shashlo, considering we have a Hand of Midas up on the TA. And yeah, sure enough, he's going to get a kill here in the mid lane. Oh, well, will he?
Oh, Overgrowth is going to go down. Crit with all that refraction charges still staying alive. Now Yoki dives in, but it's going to cost him his life. Crit should stay alive here. Shotchlo is still going to town. Going to be able, not quite finishing up Unicorn. Maybe he'll take out from the fires, but we have to follow Shotchlo, who's going to get countered out by Link as he makes the movement across. And both of those heroes do survive. Both Crit, who got really low there, and Unicorn as well. This is after he's healed himself up with a full living armor charge, so he actually got probably below 50 health as well. Shotchlo was just so damn close, but unfortunately, again, you could see even on the supports, the farm doing work for MYM, keeping them alive up against the aggression of Relax. Now they're going to go for Tame My Wild. Doom goes out on him. Heaven's Halberd as well. And what can Tame My Wild do but just sit there next to the tower and slowly but surely burn out? He's silenced. And he's disarmed. That's like the worst thing ever. Yoki, yeah, is what I'm talking about, man. Just like constant mistakes. Constant mistakes. He's not going to be able to get away. Wow, what an arrow from Crit. That was hilarious.
Crazy. Good lord, Crit. He's doing so much stuff here in this game so far. I mean, the arrow was just the tipping, the icing on the cake, really.
Ace now going to be able to find Dread. Easy kill for him. Dread's doing the smart thing, which is, oh, he dodges the hook there with a good disruption, but should still be the kill. He's so many units on the board, he's not actually getting any hits onto Dread. Still going to get the kill in the end, but Shotchlo is here for the cleanup. So at the very least, his death and all that delay had meaning for Dread as he gets his teammates a little bit more gold.
Well, kind of the best possible outcome there on the bottom lane. If you get caught out by a Clockwork and we are 21 minutes in and it's a level 11 Shadow Demon without any sort of items, no force,
no
goodbye,
Windex.
And oh my god, yeah, here we go.
Stun into the arrow. Shadowblade, stun, arrow from Crit. That by itself is enough burst damage to get the kill. And that means tier 2 as well.
And they're even trying to defend their tier 1. I'm kind of surprised here. And, whoa, Courier killed.
Alright, well, now Shotchlo is going to be mega sad.
There's no item in though.
What?
There is no item, the Courier. Like, I have it selected.
Oh. I actually wasn't talking about the courier. I was talking about the fact that Aghanims is going to be up on Doom. So that means, for those guys who haven't seen this Aghanims upgrade, it means that Doom will last forever if Doom has sight of that hero. So when he throws down a Doom on the Huskar, as long as he chases him, Huskar is actually permanently has Doom until he dies.
Wait, isn't it? It's not sight, right? It's 900 AoE?
I think it's something like that. Yeah. I think I might have just like gone to the default of sight sort of deal, but you may be right about that. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I think it says in the tooltip. Well, now mid lane, Dread, once again arrow to the face, crit, making some major works here. And yeah, there's a casual courier just hanging out in the mid lane as well. He wants to see some action of this, and oh, those illusions, man! Oh, that's close. Monkey sees, the monkey does.
I think Relax are just having a little bit of fun now because they seem to just be diving left and right. Huskar looks like he will be going for the possible for the BKB build. We'll have to see. But Link is now beating on a tier 3. He may not have that much physical damage. Well, just in pure stats, he has a decent amount here. But he didn't go for like a more physical damage build like an AC. When next is going to get caught out, burned out real quickly. And Link also still has the Troll Priest instead of a Wolf, but it's still going to be enough to be able to take down this tier 3 tower, and Relax will have to initiate soon. The buyback coming out from the Enchantress, Shachlo. He's going to make his way in, but already stunned up. Now the Doom goes down on him. Goodbye, Shachlo. He has to go back to the fountain, but Link, if he stays in range, they're still going to get the kill. Enchantress gonna fall, Dread's gonna go down as well, and the only heroes left on the side don't even know what to do. They're huddling by their tier 4s. And know that Doom is coming for them, both figuratively and literally. Yoki, telekinesis, here comes the beatdown. Dragon Tail into a nice easy kill. Link's trying to get away, last bit of physical damage, not quite enough. He's hiding in the jungle, and Tame My Wild Dota doesn't even go for the kill. Backing up to his fountain, and he may even take out here. Link commits to it, gets the kill, and gets out.
Oh my god. That was hilarious. Also, that was quite cute. The living armor is, so it is charge based, right? And the melt strike is 1 damage instance on the melt, which is actually getting buffed up by the minus armor, and then the usual auto attack right beforehand. So you actually just evade so much damage from the tree armor. And here we go. That's a good second game, but the thing is, it really doesn't help either team.
It doesn't. Like, it really doesn't. MYM are so far behind right now that the 1 win, they needed 2 wins to have a hope and a prayer in order to get themselves a good position. And Relax, a tie, not what they needed. They needed something better in order to get in the upper echelons of this rank. So
yeah, I think they're out now because you need at least 1 win. No, they can actually win, and virtus.pro has to lose, as well as IG and Relax. No way, sorry, not gonna be happening.
Yeah, Relax right now, they're sitting at 1-1 and 3. So 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses. Virtus.pro, they are 1-1 and 2. So
yeah, but VP are playing EG. So one of them will win, which means EG or VP are going to be the one to go through here. I think both are out, actually. If I'm not completely off here.
No. If Virtus.pro loses, Relax will actually be ahead of them. If Evil Geniuses beats Virtus.pro, then they will be 1-1 and 3.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Relax will also be 1-1 and 3, so they'll be tied up. So
all right.
It's possible. It's possible, and honestly, I think that may happen. Evil Geniuses look too damn good to bet against them in any other scenario but a win.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, the top 3 are going to get through, right? And that's going to be EG then. And Rock's Alliance. I don't think it's going to be happening.
Well, either way you go, check it out. JoinDota.com for all of that information. We have a whole entire D2CL section where you can check out those sort of things. Guys, that is it for the night. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate your business. Pitmuckle was joining me at Pitmuckle. Yeah, that's, I don't know, your patronage. Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Pitmuckle, you got anything you want to talk about before we end the stream?
Do we? No, we're not allowed to share any information about TI, right?
No, we're not.
It's so unfortunate. I'm looking so much forward to that.
It's coming up soon, man. Like, apparently soon we're going to be announcing the exact same day that we start casting. We do have more information about TI4 quals to give you guys. We're just waiting on the go-ahead, so when we get that go-ahead, you'll know. Either that or the TI4 quals will actually start, and then you'll know, because then we're actually doing it. But yeah, once we get the go-ahead by Valve to do so, we will give you guys a bunch of good little information. But that's it for the night, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can follow me at Dota Capitalist, my co-caster at Pimpmuckle, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the live stream where we have more D2CL action and ESL as well. Actually, I forgot about that. ESL is coming back. We have our semifinal to get through. So do 2 D2CL matches is the first thing. And then after that, we have, or actually during, we have ESL Empire versus Roxkias, which is the bottom part of the semi-bracket for the ESL European qualifier. So definitely be sure to go check that out. We start at 18 CET for D2CL. We have EG versus Roxkiss and Fnatic versus the Retry. So that is a back-to-back 2-game series. And on the ESL side, it starts at 20 CET and will be a best-of-3. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the live stream.